started here in Kansas City. These two haven't played for almost 2 months. It was January 8th when Baylor beat Colorado by 4 in Waco, 56-52, as we start here in Kansas City. Colorado in their black uniforms with the first possession. Baylor in their white with the green and gold trim. And Colorado wants to get a good game from Ziana Walker, who struggled a little bit against Kansas, but they missed the first shot. Baylor lineup as they have Talia Scott, who leads the way with over 20 points a game. The veterans, Little Paige Buggs, Fauntleroy, as well as Van Geitenbeek, have been around this program a long time.
Looks like we just had a foul, offensive foul there on the screen for Baylor.
So Kirsten Johnson, the transfer from Oklahoma, as we look at the Colorado starters, Walker, Masagayo, Dutas, such length for this defense. They turn it over again on their second possession. Here's Bella Fauntleroy. She has been around this program at Baylor for a long time. Such a vital part of what they do.
Yeah, incredible what Baylor has built here in the Nikki Collin era. They have four-year players, and you hardly ever see that in college basketball anymore.
And she gets things started with the first jumper of the game. Colorado coming off that victory over Kansas last night in the second round. Colorado was the only team that got a bye in that second round that won yesterday.
So many upsets all the way down to the final game where Colorado was able to eke that one out, but they really did it on that defensive end. See if they can bring that. And that was something Coach J.R. Payne said earlier when we saw her at practice, was we got to make buckets.
Johnson off the mark on the three-point attempt. Doesn't shoot a lot, but she shoots 44% from three-point range. Betson, much better three-point threat. Masagayo sizing it up against Johnson, has it stripped away. Little Paige Buggs out to Van Geitenbeek.
So you'll see here for the Baylor offense, they're really trying to get the ball to Talia Scott. A lot of things happen, whether they can work on screening. And that was one of the biggest keys Coach Nikki Collin wanted off of this week, getting into the Big 12 tournament, was how are they going to use and right angles off of ball screens.
Little Paige Buggs, no. And Bella Fauntleroy just rips it away. Talia Scott gets the handoff, but misses the layup.
Yeah, she doesn't miss that too often, but this is where Colorado needs to shine, is when they can beat the defensive transition of Baylor. Because in the offense, you're going to see Colorado, they take a lot of time off of the shot clock, usually shooting in that final 10 seconds.
Three minutes in, Colorado hasn't had their first score yet. From the corner, Dutas takes care of that. Baylor's last game was a loss at TCU. They had an opportunity, if they would have won, would have tied for the Big 12 regular season title, as Little Paige Buggs commits the travel. Nikki Collin in her 5th season. Third time as a top 3 seed in the Big 12 tournament. She's gotten to 2 Big 12 tournament finals in 2022 and last year in 25, where they lost to TCU.
And just as we zoomed in there talking about her stellar career at Baylor, I liked what she was saying there, a little bit of a mouth reader, but that she's like, attack, be aggressive. When that ball comes to you, that is what she wants from Baylor. They are better when they play with pace in their offense.
Off the hands of Dutas, excuse me, and the head coach for the Colorado Buffaloes, J.R. Payne, in her 10th season, received a contract extension for the work she has done. 3 NCAA appearances, 2 WNIT and a WBIT in her time at Colorado. Scott, no, a collision between 3 players, and they're going to call that one on Little Paige Buggs. That'll be her first.
And that was the aggressive play that Baylor wanted off of that. Look at how they both go after this offensive rebound. And we haven't mentioned yet what an offensive rebound and across the board defensive rebound Dariana Littlepage Buggs is. Over 1,000 rebounds in her career. The only player to have a double-double, average a double-double in the Big 12.
Dutah cleans up the mess to score. She's got all 4 points for Colorado.
And you can see Colorado's game plan is to get back in transition because Baylor, they're going to want to try to push, and Talia Scott loves being in that open court.
Logan Greer into the game. What a game she had yesterday in the win over Kansas. Masagayo has that one blocked by Kirsten Johnson. Johnson will go out, replaced by Kyla Abraham. And Masagayo also will take a seat.
We've got a lot of length on the court. Look at this reach right there. We're going to see a lot of blocks. Both teams are excellent in the paint. Baylor is #1 in blocks per game, over 6 a game.
And Wooten pulled up and was going to pass, but Dutah thought she was shooting and was already looking to rebound. So Desiree Wooten, D-Woo, into the game for Colorado, the all Big 12 honorable mention selection. And she didn't pass up a lot of shots. I can see why Dutah thought she was going to be shooting that. Here she comes. Pulls up in transition. That's what Desiree Wooten does. She averages over 13 points a game.
And we were excited to watch her kind of match up with Talia Scott whenever they were on the court because they play very similarly, creating off the bounce that one-on-one action.
Bella Fauntleroy, and a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. And is just a character. As you see her smiling and laughing, that's what she does. And she is being talked to by Liz Park, who has also been around the Big 12 for 30 years and longer than that. As Sanja Hogue, just one of my favorite players. We saw Marcia Sharp cheering on Texas Tech yesterday. We talked about Marion Washington and Seal Berry. Those are some of the legendary coaches that helped start the Big 12 Conference. And Sanja Hogue has continued to be around fundraising, and now she's finally retired.
Finally retired, but still around the game, the impact that she's had. I really loved watching her interview in your documentary that is called If Not For Them, which is the history of women's basketball, of how we got to playing on a glass floor and being an NIL era and having such great teams here in the Big 12 Conference. So love to see that history and how everything has expanded exponentially in the women's game because of where they started.
Back to the action on the court as Colorado out to an early 6-2 lead here in the first quarter. Baylor has had a hard time scoring here in the opening minutes. Just 2 points, 1 of 9 from the field for the Bears. And Desiree Wooten too long on the three-point attempt, and a whistle and a foul on Logan Greer. That's her first foul.
And this kind of defense and disruption is exactly what Colorado does. This is what J.R. Payne has hung her hat on in her career there at Colorado. And it's all about athleticism and being the underdog and playing with a lot of grit. She's like, that's all we recruit, and that's how they play. They play gritty. They run the scout exactly how the plan was. And there you go with Baylor coming around and breaking through that kind of defensive pressure.
Kyla Abraham inside for the score to double up the points for Baylor here in the early going. The handoff.
What a screen.
Beautiful handoff, but Ziana Walker is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Well, that was executed so well at the top of the key, is how you hand the ball off, and then you also set the screen. Watch this right here. Masagayo, handoff and screen, and that is what gets her open, getting downhill. That's huge. Walker is one of the main players who needs to get going right away for Colorado.
Yeah, Walker held to just 6 points in 16 minutes against Kansas as she got into some foul trouble in that game. But you see year by year, starting her career at Louisville, couple of years at Kansas State before transferring to Colorado, how her numbers have increased. She's been a big factor in Colorado, forcing so many turnovers this season. 12 games this year, she's got 3 or more steals.
And you saw her history of where she's played and transferred. And I love that when the transfer portal really works and you find your right groove. You can see in J.R. Payne's system, this is where she shines.
Another little pick and roll, resulting in another layup for Kyla Abraham.
Yeah, on the other end, we'll have to continue to watch that pick and roll action. That was one of the keys to Nikki Collins' system here against Colorado, was how are they going to run those screens?
And a rebound by Logan Greer, who is fouled, but the passing by Baylor.
Look at that screen that starts right there. That is ultimate pick and roll action. And Talia Scott, all the eyes are going to go on her when she has the ball. But when you set such a tough screen, then your roller is open. They're going to love that on watching that back on film.
Bella Fauntleroy picked up her first foul for Baylor. Logan Greer had a terrific game against Kansas, a career-high 4 block shots in that game. She scored 10 points and 6 rebounds, was 2 for 2 from the three-point line, and a pickpocket by Walker. We just talked about the steals, and she does it right there. And Wooten almost strips it away from Scott.
Yes, forcing those turnovers.
It was a close game, as I mentioned earlier, when these two played in Waco. Baylor only won by 4, and it was a very low-scoring game as another foul called. This time, it's on Anna Gooden from Colorado, I believe, yes. And so Baylor will keep possession.
We're having a little confusion because
Talia Scott actually being tended to, may have some blood. Doesn't appear that Nikki Collin is asking for any review. Bella Fauntleroy coming off a screen on the inbounds, and Betson comes away with it. Talia Scott has not scored yet, and on the bench receiving some medical attention as Tabitha Betson, just a terrific three-point shooter from Australia, buries that one.
And what we saw there was what worked last night for Colorado's Dutah, running the baseline, moving without the basketball, and that got Betson open for the 3.
Bella Fauntleroy missing, and what a start for Colorado. And this is why I asked you at the beginning of the game, how does Baylor hit this glass floor running? Because we've had 3 full days of basketball games, and this is Baylor's first appearance in the Big 12 tournament, and Colorado is riding the momentum of their win over Kansas yesterday. Wooten with the three-pointer for a 10-0 run for the Buffaloes.
Wow, you asked me about Baylor, and it's imperative, because when you play those earlier games, you start to get a little bit more settled. This starts to feel like a home court. And when you watch Colorado, just look at Anel Dutah, because this is what she does. She's looking like, hey, I know how to run this baseline. She is the reason why they've hit these last 2 threes. Look at her again on the baseline, drawing in the defense, collapses, and then D. Wu is open for a big woo-woo three-pointer.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, we'll have to keep that going the rest of the game.
Colorado shooting 46% early. They're 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. You can see on our graphic they have forced 5 turnovers in this game. Their length has bothered teams all year long in the Big 12. Really bothered Kansas yesterday, and forcing some turnovers here early.
And for Colorado, they have 10 new players into the program this season. So that was a big thing of how they were going to build that chemistry, and they really started turning it on in February, and that's where you saw a lot of their wins.
And Dang into the game for Baylor, hits a jumper, her first basket of the game. And we're under a minute to play in the first quarter. Wooten hounded by Van Geitenbeek. Uses the screen. Steps back. Got another. Wooten already with 8 points for Colorado here in the opening quarter. She comes off the bench. An all Big 12 honorable mention. Colorado 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Baylor 0 for 3. Dang banks it in.
Big shot for Baylor.
5 seconds, 2, 1. Does Wooten see it? Yeah, she got it up in time, but can't connect on that one. That'll hurt her three-point percentage, as hot as she has been here in the early going. A 20-10 lead for Colorado.
Well, Dee Woo, she wears number 3, and man, as she had a couple of knockdowns as Colorado doubles up Baylor here in the paint. They need to start attacking and get the ball inside if they can. And Dariana Littlepage-Buggs is one of those players that the ball needs to get inside to.
Starting the second quarter, Colorado up 20-10. Baylor with the first possession. Deng already was able to drop a couple of jumpers. This time she's fouled.
And I like that play call because what they're doing is setting a lot of great screens. That's really been working for Baylor. And Deng is an incredible shooter coming off of that curl screen. You see her coming right into the middle.
So Deng makes the first free throw. The foul was called on Duta. And that's her second, as Deng off the bench very quickly scoring 6 points for Baylor. Didn't play in the game against TCU, but against Colorado in their first meeting had 13 points. She actually had 11 points in a 3-minute span, but Wooten is the hot player today as she is already in double figures. Littlepage-Buggs was not able to connect with Deng, but let's watch Wooten again.
That's just too much space. And I always say, you can let a player hit 1 or 2, but once they hit 1 or 2, it is time to get in their face, and you can't even let them catch the ball. It is a palm to a forehead kind of contest. That means they don't have any vision at the rim from the three-point line.
You see the game trend so far, 4 straight three-pointers from Colorado. 10 of the 12 points for Baylor have come off the bench.
We mentioned that with J.R. Payne saying they've struggled offensively, but not so far to start this game.
Littlepage-Buggs knew that one was off right away and went and got the offensive rebound. We got some rebounders.
Yes.
You mentioned Littlepage-Buggs, a terrific rebounder. Duta, the #1 offensive rebounder in the Big 12 on Colorado's side. So it's going to be a battle on the boards.
I love to hear Dariana Littlepage-Buggs speak about why she's such a great rebounder. And she goes, well, if there's anything you can do on the basketball floor, if nothing else is going right, you can go get a rebound. And she knew that jumper was off, and she exploded towards the basket to get that extra possession for Baylor.
The three-point attempt, Baylor still having a hard time. And a whistle and a foul on Betson.
Yes, looks like Benson gets a little push off there with her arm. That's what the ref saw.
And then again, some arm grabbing off away from the ball, so another foul. Masagayo, that's her first.
And we saw that yesterday with the fouls stacking up a little bit, because that's how aggressive Colorado plays. That is their kind of tenacity they want to show on defense.
Off the inbounds play, Deng too long. The ball tipped to Abraham, and she puts it on the floor. I want to put that on the floor right with all those guards around. Wooten has scored the last 9 points for Colorado, and then she is fouled, so she'll have a chance to add to that. Van Geitenbeek committed her first foul. Wooten transferred from North Texas. And she really fills a role for J.R. Payne. J.R. Payne, throughout the years, has always wanted a dynamic scorer coming off the bench to provide a little scoring punch for her teams over the years. And Wooten fills that role very nicely. As you've seen her come in, she's already got 13 points in this game, more than half the points for Colorado.
I always think when coaches do that, it is such a great game strategy, because usually teams are always prepared for the first 5 that are out there, and maybe they play 30 minutes, 35 minutes a game. But when you have your leading scorer who is athletic and can get downhill, but also is a 3-level scorer coming off the bench, all of a sudden you're a couple minutes into the game and everything changes when you have a huge spark like that coming off.
Bella Fauntleroy dishes it off to Abraham. McErlane, hounded by Johnson into the game. Markayla Johnson, the freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. 3-point attempt, rims in and out for Walker. Van Geitenbeek. Baylor has numbers if they take advantage. Fauntleroy short. Wooten tries to slip it through. Fauntleroy diving head first to try to get a hand on it, and caused, at least for the moment, the break to be stopped. So Colorado, it will be their basketball. But watch Fauntleroy lay out here.
She just like did a little bowling ball push right there. It almost got it. That was going to be a Sports Center highlight if she could have caught that and finished it.
And then Van Geitenbeek touching it while
out of bounds.
She was on the baseline.
On that glass line down there. It lights up all the time. They already had it lit up with all these 3-pointers from Wooten.
The ASB glass floor that has been debuted here at the Big 12 Women's Tournament. The men will also have it when their tournament starts in T-Mobile next week, as Logan Greer, all Big 12 freshman team members, flashes down another jumper.
And you were just talking about the court. Loved how they changed it up just for the quarterfinals. So now it almost looks a little bit like a wood court. Also has the great dark paint, team logos. The players have their names in the starting lineup. So cool.
Very cool. Great technology that has been used here at the Big 12 tournament. Nikki Collin exhorting Talia Scott, who's back into the game, to get down the court. She steps back for the 3.
Ooh. Colorado, this is one of the first times they've kind of slowed down to set up some offense.
Masagayo, hands back, a little 2-player game, and then Fauntleroy hacking down on it, commits her second foul, and will send Masagayo to the free throw line.
And Colorado's been doing such a great job just playing a little 2-man game. Look at this, Walker and Masagayo, again another handoff, but look at Walker, eyes up, and that is a big roll for Masagayo. And easy looks right there. Tough foul for Fauntleroy.
So Van Geitenbeek will replace Fauntleroy. Also into the game, back into the game, I should say, Kirsten Johnson, number 2. As Jade Masagayo, all Big 12 second team selection. This is her second year at Colorado. She started her career at Missouri State. Was the Missouri Valley Freshman of the Year, her freshman year for the Lady Bears. Had a couple of good seasons at Missouri State before transferring to Colorado. And connects on the second free throw. Van Geitenbeek has a little window. Baylor still hasn't connected on a 3, 0 for 9 so far from distance. Walker has a good look, and she takes advantage. Colorado's largest lead today. Baylor is 6 of 24 from the floor, just 25%, as a whistle, a foul called. But Baylor just having a hard time getting into any kind of a rhythm as they're 0 for 9 from beyond the arc.
And this is going to be all about shot selection and execution for Baylor as they get an opportunity with the fouls to get to the free throw line. That's one way to take advantage of it, is get to the line. But the other way, when they've set those screens, they've gotten great looks at the rim.
Walker committed her first foul since Markayla Johnson to the line. Just a 55% free throw shooter, but she's coming off a solid game where she had 11 points in the loss to TCU in Fort Worth. That one rims in and out. So Johnson 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
The Bears have extended out their defense. They're playing much more aggressively as they get called for the foul.
Van Geitenbeek put 2 hands on the ball handler and picks up her second foul. So Ella Brow into the game. Number 3, a 5'8" redshirt junior who transferred from SMU after 3 seasons. She only averages about 3 minutes a game and has only played 9 games all year, and she is in here in the quarterfinals at the Big 12 tournament. Bounce pass, can't get through the hands of the defenders for Baylor. Brow pulls it out. Oh, nice dish ahead. High-low look, and that will send Little Paige Bugs to the free throw line. Better ball movement that time for Baylor.
And I was just going to mention, Brenda, when you were talking about Brow earlier and how she hasn't played that much, one of those things that Baylor was looking at was about their point guard offense, because Talia Scott has had to take most of the point guard role, but she's more of a shooting guard. So to get some offense flowing, that is my guess of why Nikki Collin has put in Brow into this game, is to run the offense. And you could see she knew to get the ball into the high post and then the backdoor cut getting to the rim. She also picked up that steal on the other end too.
Yeah. Positive minutes coming in. Little Paige Bugs, you mentioned one of those players that have contributed. She was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year her first year and has gotten Big 12 honors every year, from honorable mention her sophomore year to first team to second team. Such a solid contributor for 4 years for Baylor. Greer has that bothered just a little bit, but it drops in.
What an unselfish pass there by Walker. She could have easily taken that up. Pass it down to the freshman. So there's the ball screen action we're talking about for Baylor that they want to have, but this goes off of Scott's hands. Tough defense by Colorado.
Talia Scott still hasn't scored in this game, and Colorado up 33-17 because of the three-point shooting from Colorado. Semifinal all-time.
So fun to watch, especially, you know, when you have a lower seed like that. And you've got to credit Jeff Mittie. When we talked to him at the Big 12 Media Day back in October, he said, I think this team is going to get better with time because we're so young and learning how to play with each other. So that's what shows up when it comes March and you have months to start working together.
The missed three-pointer, and then Greer skies for the rebound, and Little Paige Bug goes to the floor as Greer is called for her second foul, and Little Paige Bug's slow to get up. So it's the second foul on Greer, and it looks like they're going to go over to the scorer's table for a review. Let's take a listen.
The previous play is under review.
So our officiating crew, Brian Garland, Iffy Seals, and Kenneth Nash. Oh, and you see the elbow by Greer right to the side of the head to Littlepage Buggs, and so they're going to take a look to see if they're going to upgrade that. She leads with the elbow. Wow. I mean, she is going in for a rebound. It's a basketball play, but she led with the elbow. That might be upgraded to a flagrant foul.
They'll be looking at that, especially anything above that neckline. And we've had Dee Cantner on many of these games. She is our ESPN rules analyst. And one of the things they'll look at is, was it a regular arm movement, a body movement? So they're going to be looking as, was she just going up for the rebound, or was it excessive or unnecessary there?
Yes, that's what they take a look at. What's your assessment of that situation? What do you think?
Looking at Greer and just the way that she moves, she's tracking the ball. You can also see her eyes looking at that. To me, it looks like a basketball play that she was just trying to go up and get a board. Like, she's already in her motion right there when she goes down. Yeah, and Dariana Littlepage Buggs, I was so focused on Greer, but look at Dariana Littlepage Buggs. She actually moves over into the right into her, so looks like it was more accidental. Two players going after the board.
Let's see what the officials have to say. Oh. I thought they were going to the microphone. Instead, they were both looking at the monitor, coming together here now to discuss. They have each of the three officials take a look. I could see this one going either way. I do think it was a basketball play. She's going for the rebound, but
arm motion, yes.
She also led with that elbow, and so it will be interesting to see what the determination is by the officiating crew on this game. And bringing the coaches together.
After review, the previous foul has been upgraded to a flagrant 1.
So it has been upgraded, and the officials came over to talk to you. What was the explanation?
And he just told me that it was actually the leading with the elbow is why that was called. So again, it looked like a basketball play, but since the elbow was the one that the body part that was leading and it hit the head of Dariana Littlepage Buggs, that's why they upgraded it.
So they send Talia Scott to the free throw line, does Baylor, and she makes the first and misses the second, but that's actually the first point today for Talia Scott. She is second in the Big 12 Conference, only behind Audie Crooks in points per game, as she averages over 20 points a game.
And when you're an elite level scorer and a playmaker, sometimes it only just takes that one shot to kind of get your confidence and mojo back.
Pemberton into the game, so a lot of new faces. Helms misses the three. Baylor trying to find a combination that can score some points against this Colorado defense. Colorado considered one of the last teams in currently with Charlie Cream's bracketology. Their win yesterday, you would think, puts them firmly into the game, into the NCAA, as the illegal screen set by Kayla Nelms. A lot of players standing, grabbing their heads in this game. It's been physical. As we take a look, the last four in Colorado, one of those last four, you still see Arizona State first four out. Now, if Richmond wins the A-10 tournament, that would move Arizona State up. But as of right now, Colorado on the right side of the bubble as far as Charlie Crean's bracketology.
And the way that they've been playing the last few weeks, and especially against top talent, they're really taking a look at that. And we just watched a Arizona State team go wire to wire against West Virginia. I believe they are a tournament level team here for March Madness.
Another pick and roll for Baylor. Nelms finishes with contact.
And that all started with Brow, again, who's coming off the bench. You said only 3 minutes per game, but Coach Nikki Collin talks about her and says she knows everything about the scout because she's usually on the scout team, one of those leaders off of the bench.
So Baylor has gone to their bench because Fauntleroy, Van Geitenbeek each have 2 fouls. And then another foul called on Baylor, which will send Colorado to the free throw line.
That's her second 15 foul. Carolina Gooden checks back in for Colorado. Zion Walker at the line, shooting 2.
Walker at the free throw line. Nelms picked up her second foul. And Walker connects on the second. She's got 8 points. Colorado led by Desiree Wooten with double figures. She has 13. And it's a good thing for the Baylor bench. They've scored 15 of the 20 points for the Bears. Talia Scott still hasn't connected on a field goal. We saw Yuting Dunn come into the game earlier, hitting a couple of jumpers, but she's on the bench right now.
And for Colorado, they really started scoring a lot when they started getting inside. They had great handoffs that turned around and tried to get to the rim. And on the other side for Baylor, they are still going to look for Talia Scott to score. Brow knows her role. She's not going to be looking to score, but the ball's got to go inside or to Scott.
That one gets away from Pemberton. Pemberton, another one of those players that doesn't typically play a lot of minutes. She averages under 6 minutes per game.
The other player, Michaela Johnson, the freshman here for Baylor, is another great scoring option for the Bears on the bench or on the court.
Scott missing another. Scott now 0 for 6. The second leading scorer in the Big 12, struggling from the floor. Walker, and they're going to call a push-off and an offensive foul on Walker. That's her second.
That's her second.
One thing about Talia Scott, when she was in high school, she trained with Steph Curry, and one of the things he talked about with her was all about confidence and how you go through shooting slumps and you just say, no, I've put in the work, and that's a huge deal for Talia Scott when you're 0 for 6 to remember your training.
Masagayo picks up her second foul, and she will take a seat. So now Walker, Masagayo, along with Dutau and Greer, all have 2 fouls for Colorado. So a lot of starters, a lot of players with a lot of minutes for both teams are on the bench with foul trouble.
Baylor's already played 11 players in this game, and 9 players have played for Colorado. So we're seeing a lot of different rotations, and those matchups, that's like, how do you know your scout and your personnel? That's so big when you go this deep into the bench.
Abraham missing the first, making the second. 50% free throw shooter on the year. Brow getting a hand on the ball. Wooten.
There's that matchup between Wooten and Talia Scott.
Wooten dishes it off inside, and And a nice finish by Gooden.
Now, there's just not enough credit about Di Wu's passing ability. She sees the plays unfold before they even happen.
Scott finally gets her first field goal of the game.
There she is. She's got that Steph Curry mentality. Your next shot is always your best shot. You just got to keep shooting, and she is a volume shooter for Baylor.
And has been throughout her career, whether it's been Arkansas or her first couple of games at Auburn.
You go for 20, you're going to shoot that 21st shot.
Under a minute to play. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Colorado. Wooten trying to use the screen, has it poked away. She's got to throw it up and decides not to. It's a shot clock violation. Almost banks it in after the buzzer already went off. Gooden with a smile on her face.
So again, with this lineup in here for Baylor, as they have most likely the last possession, the best offensive threats right now are Markayla Johnson, number 21, and Talia Scott.
The clock has stopped, and the officials recognize it. So we had this problem yesterday. The belt packs that the officials are wearing seem to be causing a problem and stopping the clock. We had that happen several times in our evening game yesterday, the first game. And they ended up taking their belt packs off.
On the shot clock.
Good, our officials got that clock set right. And just to finish that story real quick about the associate head coach, they call him Coach T. That's J.R. Payne's husband. They met in college. He focuses on the defense. J.R., she says she's calm and easy, and he brings all the passion and the fire to the team. They've been coaching over 20 years together.
So about a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brow in for Van Geitenbeek, and then there's another whistle and foul away from the ball that will result in 2 points or 2 free throw attempts for Baylor. That's on Wooten. That's her second. So pretty much every starter starting the second half will have 2 fouls on both teams.
That's just how much it means out here when it's win or go home, survive in advance. So a lot of physicality, but again, another opportunity for Scott to get to the free throw line, which she's usually exceptional at.
Bounces that one in, a 90% free throw shooter. She gets there a lot. 186 out of 206 on the season. And she drains both. 8.6 seconds remaining in the half. Baylor going to pick up a little full court pressure.
Watch Wooten in the middle for Colorado.
There she is with the ball, fires up, short, still time, no, and that's the way the first half will end. Colorado led by as many as 17 in the first half, and here at the half, they now lead by 12. They're 18-3 when leading at the half. Our halftime score?
Offense.
13 points for Wooten, only 5 for Scott. A trip to the semifinal is on the line for these teams. Both likely to go to the NCAA tournament and are in, but at this point, these games will help secure their position or help move them up the seed lines. Colorado chasing down the ball with 5 on the shot clock. Walker rises up too far in Utah, and so a lot of these players back into the game for the first time with the foul trouble in the first half, both sides of the court.
Yes, we saw Colorado played 9 players, Baylor played 11, and so now you're starting to see the chemistry of their usual rotations and lineups, but Baylor throwing it out of bounds. This looked like a miscommunication there, Brenda.
Masagayo with the layup to extend the lead to 14, and then Baylor turns it over.
And that's just tough out of the halftime for Baylor to have the first turnover. The other team gets another bucket and then have a turnover going downhill.
And another jumper goes down, this time for Walker.
That's pretty much a 4-point possession, the first minute in out of the halftime.
If you're Baylor, that's not what you were hoping to accomplish out of the halftime locker room. Fauntleroy looked like she got past Betson but wasn't able to finish. A jump ball will stay on this end. Baylor used their, it seemed, almost their entire bench in the first half with the foul trouble.
Yes, 11 players, and so the rotations are always different there. The biggest thing was Bella Fauntleroy, Talia Scott, and Dariana Littlepage-Bugg really struggled from the field, only 2 for 16. Those are their top 3 leading scorers that are #1 on the scouting report to try to stop.
Fauntleroy got the offensive rebound. Probing to Scott with 5 on the shot clock. Scott, another miss. Van Geitenbeek got it. That is the first 3-pointer of the game for Baylor. They were 0 for 11 in the first half.
And that was all due to Dariana Littlepage-Buggs, the leading rebounder in the Big 12, over 10 a game, going after the offensive rebounds, and the kick out for Jana Van Geitenbeek.
Dutas picks up her dribble in traffic. And they are going to call it, I believe, on Van Geitenbeek. Actually on Kirsten Johnson. So that's her second.
You can see Baylor trying to collapse in the middle of the lane, get a hand on it.
So now Johnson joins Van Geitenbeek and Fauntleroy with 2 fouls. Nelms is on the bench with 2 fouls for Baylor. You also have 4 players for Colorado that have a couple of fouls. And Shelly Sheets is out talking to the officials about something that was on the floor. Gives us a chance to give a shout out to Shelly Sheets, one of the greatest players in the history of Colorado women's basketball. She has a lot of different titles. I don't know exactly what her title is, but she does a little bit of everything for the Buffaloes.
Yep, she was a coach, went to a couple of Elite Eights, was Colorado's first All-American. They even honored her number 20 jersey, so she does a lot of things for Colorado.
Talia Scott makes it to the rim. Masagayo. Double team, kicks out to Mackerlane. And trying to throwing it back in bounds to Leah Scott. It was actually knocked out by Baylor, so Colorado will keep it.
In that first half, Colorado, where their offense really started clicking was when they were starting to do handoffs and great screening action. When they started to get a piece of the paint, then they were able to kick it out for those threes.
And the steal from Johnson. Brow back into the game with the... It wasn't a foul on Van Geitenbeek. They just took her out and put Brow in. And then a turnover.
Turnover on one end, turnover on this end. They've got to clear out there for Walker going downhill.
Tough shot with her left hand. And the lead is 15.
And now for Baylor, it's time to go to the big 3 for the Bears. That is Talia Scott, Dariana Littlepage-Buggs, and Bella Fauntleroy. They've got to get a touch. They've got to be in the action.
Scott missing that one, and she's 2 of 11 now from the field. When these two met earlier this year in Waco, it was a 4-point game. Baylor won the game, but it was a low-scoring affair. Walker, no, and Johnson there for the rebound.
So what's really been working for Colorado too is their defensive transition, because it has stalled Baylor, because they want to play in the open court. They want to play with a lot of pace out here, and right now Colorado's really been slowing down the Bears.
Wooten coming back into the game, 13 points in the first half. She led all scorers in the first half. Since then, Walker now has 14 for Colorado. Trying to get Talia Scott open. The ball screen by Little Page Bugs. Scott got that jumper to go.
And there's a couple of nice buckets by Talia Scott. And even the other players for Baylor are going to feed off of her being able to get more into a rhythm, because then there's going to be 2 and 3 players from Colorado starting to pay attention to Scott again.
She's got 9 points now, 3 of 12 from the field. Hasn't hit a three-pointer yet. Wooten into the paint, tries to scoot it down to Masagayo, and then the block is a foul, and will send Masagayo to the free throw line.
Yes, we were talking about that in the first half. The passing ability from Dee Woo is elite. Obviously, she has just been electric scoring the basketball, but the way that she's moved in the offense has created multiple opportunities. That nice drop off to Masagayo on the baseline is huge, getting her to the free throw line.
The foul on Johnson. Masagayo missing the first. She's a 78% free throw shooter. Only 3 points today. She had 8 points and 6 rebounds in their win over Kansas. And probably more importantly, she drew 7 fouls from
Yes.
Kansas players in that game.
They love taking charges at Colorado. They practice that all the time, getting in the middle weight and positioning.
Little Page Bugs, too strong. Abraham takes her time, no. And Dutau there for the rebound. Wooten pushing. Picks up her dribble in traffic. And they're resetting. Masagayo a little slow coming down the floor. I think she had to fix her shoe.
There's a little tangle behind the action there.
And again, Colorado using a lot of the shot clock. And then a whistle to stop action. I believe the clock may have stopped again, because the official holding up both hands. But it was right in the middle of play, and she was in the motion to shoot her jump shot. So that was not great timing on the whistle. So we'll step aside as they take a look at this. Ziana Walker continuing to add up the points for the Colorado Buffers.
She's been trying to walk all over these Bears. She scored 6 of their 8 points coming out of halftime. She loves Kobe Bryant and says, that's all about my competitiveness and Mamba mentality, and even that energy right there, you can feel it.
To 4:39, 6 seconds on the shot clock, Colorado ball underneath.
So we got the announcement on the clock situation. Again, like last night, we've had a few stoppages, so it looks like the officials now have taken the belt packs off. No, I'm trying to look behind them right now to see.
We need our glasses on for that. Zoom in. Look at Walker. They say she's the ultimate hooper. She's either watching film or talking basketball 24/7.
6 on the shot clock and a 5-second violation. So Colorado just came out of a timeout where they were talking about their inbounds play and not able to get it in. Baylor ramping up the defense.
Yeah, that's just so tough. Got to get back to those screening actions that really worked in the first half. Colorado mixing it up into a 2-3 zone.
Brow breaking down the defense. dishing it, the player that has not had a lot of playing time, and she is in to deliver the ball, and she does just that.
Hey, she delivers it. She was here to run the offense. They wanted a real point guard in when Jana Van Geitenbeek isn't, and that is Dariana Buggs, Little Paige Buggs' first bucket, and you can see how much energy that's giving her with the end one play.
So Crook picked up the foul. We'll just keep an eye on this. When that stoppage of play happened, Colorado up 45-32. They come out of the timeout. They get a turnover. Now Little Paige Buggs gets a three-point play. We'll see if this is the beginning of a comeback for Baylor, down 10.
You see they're putting on the pressure, full court, looking to trap and cause a turnover.
Wooten going to take it right at the defense, and Abraham with the block. Colorado will have it under the basket with 23 on the shot clock.
2-on-1 going downtown, but look at Abraham. That's a great read. You practice that all the time of how to stop the ball and also retreat back if there's a pass, and she comes away with a big block for Baylor.
Wooten has it stolen away. Johnson covers it up. It's a jump ball, so it will stay on this end. The shot clock will stay at 15. Yeah, another thing to keep in mind, that when that stoppage of play happened, a Colorado player was in motion to shoot a jump shot, and the shot didn't count. So again, can Baylor get a stop here and continue this run?
And their intensity, look at their defense. Their hands are up. They're in a defensive stance. This is the most active they've been on defense in this game.
But Wooten able to turn the corner and hit the nice soft jumper.
She's just so tough with the basketball in her hands, able to create against a tough pressure from Baylor.
Scott back irons it. Here comes Wooten, right pass. They got numbers. She tries to go behind the back. Oh my! How does that go in? The beautiful pass and the falling down shot by Greer.
Well, look at this. It's 3-on-1, and it's D. Wu. She's been dropping dimes, but none better than that. And it's the freshman, Greer, fading into the baseline and the finish. Got to take another angle at that. Look at that. Composure and finish for Colorado.
That might have to make a Sports Center top 10 there.
Well, you know what? We were prophesizing that when she had one of those dimes at the beginning in the first half, but that was even better because it was behind the back.
Colorado extends its lead back to 15. Talia Scott scores it, and then a foul was called. Are they going to count the basket? The officials coming together, so the basket counts.
Basket good by Talia Scott.
And then the foul was called on Kyla Abraham. That's her second foul. And Baylor has the opportunity to pick up full court once again.
It's Baylor is actually playing almost denial defense on every single player. Even Abraham, the post, is denying out at the three-point line. There she is on the hard hedge.
Wooten's open on the wing. Walker misses, and then another foul. It's been a whistle fest. Brow picked up the foul, her first. Abraham checks out. Yuting Dunn checks into the game for Johnson. And Dutah at the free throw line.
And a cool little story about Dutas is she's actually a biochemical engineering major, and she wanted to go to Colorado, originally wanted to be a surgeon, but decided she wanted to make athletic prosthetics for athletes. So really wanted to stay around the game, but in a medical kind of way. I was like, oh my gosh, how does she do that and also grab hundreds of offensive rebounds for Colorado?
Right?
Yeah.
The transfer from Rhode Island, who was on the A-10 all-defensive team when she was there, has been such a good fit for this Colorado system. Nelms fouled as she goes up. And Masagayo picks up her third foul. So Kayla Nelms, the 6'1" sophomore out of Miami, Florida, in her second season at Baylor. She didn't play the first time these two teams played in Waco, and she did not play in the TCU game to finish the year. Getting extensive playing time in this one. Dunn with the rebound, with that long reach, and then getting on the floor, a jump ball. It will stay on this end. Wow, the length of Greer and also of Dunn, but then they both end up on the floor.
Dunn had a couple of those jump shots in the first half. So with her and Scott in the game, it gives great wing spacing to be able to shoot threes or come off of curl screens.
Brown takes the handoff. Scott from the corner. Got it. First three-pointer of the game for Talia Scott. Sometimes that's all it takes. Watch for her to heat up.
And that's why you love playing with a point guard like Brow in the game, is because she's always looking for her shooters first, not her shot first. And Talia Scott knows that she's going to get set up.
Backdoor cut, but Brow got a hand on it. Another look from three.
Nice hustle by Dunn.
Dunn from the corner. No, too strong.
You see J.R. Payne on the sideline saying, hold it, let's just calm down here a minute. Well, they have 90 seconds left in this quarter.
And this is the first time, or we're looking at the first time for Baylor to try to get within single digits since the second quarter, and Colorado keeps stretching it out. Nelms with the screen, Scott with the jumper.
And both coaches, J.R. Payne and Coach T, they're like, slow it down, and then they want to run some motion. Again, they call it no sticks, no stalls. They want action moving towards the rim. She's like, we just got to keep moving, and that's when we get into great offense.
Walker runs into a wall. Good defense by Baylor. They need to try to really chip away at this lead before the fourth quarter. Up high for Dunn. Scott thought about it. She tells Little Paige Bugs to go away over the outstretched arms of Greer. And Colorado now with the chance for the last shot. And Brow is yelling, somebody help me out. I've got 6'4" Greer here. Yeah. But Colorado wasn't in a hurry to score. Walker tries to drive between two Baylor Bears, and she is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Yuting Dunn with the foul. And it appears the officials are going to go take a look at something once again. I don't know if it's a clock malfunction. Seems to be.
They still do have those packs on there, those clock packs on the back of their back.
Previous players under review for clock malfunction.
We're actually looking to see at 3.9 if it actually stopped longer than what we have, because that would be the end of the period. So we're just checking that right now. There was another stoppage.
So he's going to check to see, the officials are going to check to see, did the clock actually run out on the quarter, because it stopped somewhere along the way there.
And you,
4 players resume with 2 free throws for Colorado.
so it was the right idea by Coach Nikki Collin to look at that, because she was hoping the time would run out, but now that actually put them back a couple of seconds. If they got this ball out of bounds, I think it was at 2.9, they would have actually been able to have a little bit more time to get up the court and get a decent look.
Walker, 14 points tonight. Now she's 4 of 5 from the free throw line for 15. Walker missing, and the third quarter comes to an end. Colorado just, their last conference tournament semifinal appearance was in the Pac-12 in 2023. But they haven't been in the Big 12 semifinal since 2003.
And we tried to mention this earlier, but there might have been stoppage in play, that Colorado has 10 new players this year, and this is how they've been trying to fight and work and build that chemistry all together here for the Buffs.
Brow still in the game for Baylor. Out to Talia Scott. Done with the foul, attempting a rebound.
It's been a tough shooting night from the three-point line for Baylor. Only 2 for 18 now. And so for Colorado, they still want to play their motion offense. They've been playing a great 3-man game, screens and handoffs, and again, getting to the rim has really worked well for them.
Walker short. Does Baylor have a run in them? They haven't been within single digits since the first half.
And when they had a little bit of a run there in the third quarter, it was because they set excellent screens and turned the corner quickly. And that's what they need to be able to do, get Colorado into some rotations.
Brow banks it in.
We mentioned Brow. She is one of the main reserves on the team who doesn't play a lot of minutes, only 3 minutes per game, but she is in to run that point guard position so Talia Scott can stay at the 2. But when you get a bank shot like that, you'll take it anytime.
She's only scored 1 point all year. That is her first field goal made of the season.
Absolutely incredible. Well, no better time than March Madness here in Kansas City, and especially a bank shot from 3.
Bounce pass. Dutas not able to corral it. And then Mackerlane and Masagayo will come back into the game, replacing Walker and Jade Crook for Colorado. We also have Gooden and Greer checking in for Wooten and for Betson.
Brow with the basketball.
Little Page Bug spins, drops it. And this is the first time Baylor has been within single digits since very early in the second quarter.
And you see, Brenda, we just talked about that. That was a screen for Dariana Little Page Bugs that gives her just enough room to make something happen for the Bears. Here it is. Take a look at it. But it's all about this screen. They get Greer, and she totally gets picked off. Dariana Page-Buggs stays with it. Nice spin move to get to the other side of the rim. That is how Baylor can continue to build on their offense here in this fourth quarter.
And can they use their defense to lock down a little bit? Colorado gets the turnover. And this is a Colorado or Baylor team that is one of the best defenses in the conference.
Field goal percentage, and tonight they are struggling big. Only 31.4% from the field and only 15% from the three-point line. Obviously that 45 points that they have right now is lower than where they're usually projected at 72 points per game.
However, they were down 17 points at one time, and they have drawn back within 9.
Yes, this is a team that can fill it up, and I think they realize them setting those ball screens is giving them just enough room to come off and get Colorado to get in help side.
4th foul for Jaden Masagayo, so she will go to the bench. Baylor, can they get a score on this possession? Nelms posting up, taking it at Betson inside, but she travels. Tried to muscle it up against Betson, and Tabitha Betson just stood her ground. Mackerlane. And an illegal screen on Betson will give Baylor the basketball.
See Talia Scott trying to go over top of the screen, and they call Betson on that moving screen. Yeah, it looks like, you know, one of the things is she wasn't actually defensive sliding. She was running through that screen and kind of like hit the shoulder, and a little bit of theatrics there from Scott.
2nd foul on Betson. Brow out to Nelms. Brow scored her first basket of the year on the three-pointer, and she gets her first 2-point basket of the season.
And we've talked about her. She's only played in 9 games so far this season, and she is getting extended minutes running the point guard position for Baylor.
And another miss, and all of a sudden Baylor is back within striking distance, down 7. Scott short on that attempt, and just has had such a hard time. 4 of 19 from the field for the all Big 12 first teamer, who averages 20 points a game. She's been held to 12 so far. Seven on the shot clock. Wooten trying to find some space. Goes at Little Page-Buggs, back irons it, and Colorado has gone cold. They haven't scored yet in the fourth quarter. Baylor has outscored them 7-0 in the period. Dunn goes inside to Nelms. Nelms being leaned on, and she is fouled. And Kayla Nelms, another player that only gets about 9 minutes per game of playing time, and she'll go to the free throw line. Betson picked up her 3rd foul.
And you saw it here, but Nelms was working it in the paint, as in posting up hard. She knew Dunn was coming off the screen, and she timed that perfectly. And this is a role post player, as Bella Fauntleroy has spent most of the game on the bench. She's only played 15 minutes so far, but she is back in for Dunn. But Nelms, you got to credit how tough she's been playing on the inside and the awareness to be ready for the pass from Dunn.
So Jana Van Geitenbeek is back into the game, replacing Brow, who now has the career-high 5 points, as Nelms is at the free throw line. So for Baylor, you've got Van Geitenbeek, Scott, Fauntleroy, and Little Page-Buggs on the floor. Abraham is getting ready to check in for Nelms. And Nelms misses both free throws. An opportunity to cut the lead to 5, and she wasn't able to deliver.
And on the other side, this is Colorado's opportunity. They need to get some points being scoreless here in this fourth quarter. And Wooten with the ball is the best option.
There she goes, high off the window. Good call, Ann.
Well, you know, as the offense was stalling, you get the ball into your playmakers, and she has been on fire here in the game, whether it's passing, assisting, or scoring. She had 19.
Little Paige Bugs with a tough drive to the basket. She's able to finish.
She's come out with just a whole different energy here in this second half. She's somebody who's got to look for her shot. This duo between Talia Scott and Dariana Little Paige Bugs is one of the best in women's basketball, and they have to continue to look at their own opportunities.
Colorado led by Wooten, who now has 19 points. Walker has 15, and now 17 for Walker. Big basket, back-to-back buckets for Wooten and Walker. And the answer from Scott. Now can Baylor get a stop?
There's been no stoppage of play. Nelms has had to play this entire time while Abraham's waiting to be checked in, who brings a lot of size in the post.
Dutau bounces it into Masagayo, who is almost tied up, but she is able to get it away. Walker straight away, no! Dutau, best offensive rebounder in the conference, almost tracked it down. Baylor fans in attendance trying to get the Bears back on track.
They are on their feet trying to cheer them on.
We are approaching the 3-minute mark with a trip to the semifinals and a game against West Virginia on the line, and then a foul on the floor as Little Paige Bugs goes to the floor once again. We'll step aside. Colorado just 2:56 away from advancing to the semifinals.
Production from her tonight. Coach Nikki Collins says our team is different and better when Bella Fauntleroy scores buckets for us, and it's just not happened tonight for Baylor. But the good news is, in the fourth quarter, they're shooting 62%. They're 5 for 8 in this quarter with 11-4 advantage over Colorado.
7 points is the closest Baylor has gotten here in the second half.
So they're trying to run Talia Scott off of baseline screens.
Dunn with the basketball, 3 on the shot clock. She spins, rises short. And an empty possession out of the timeout for the Bears.
Plenty of time here. They're setting up in a 1-4 low. Look for a ball screen coming up for Walker.
Greer gets the screen from Masagayo, and Abraham commits the blocking foul. That's just the second team foul of the quarter, and her third foul. Allows Colorado to add some time back to the clock with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep, that shot clock was at 7 seconds when the ref called, so another 13 seconds Colorado can play with.
Wooten got it. How about the night that Wooten is having? 21 points, 8 of 15 from the field. And then a foul on Colorado, on Wooten. That's her third foul. But Desiree Wooten, the 5'8" junior off the bench, the transfer from North Texas, all Big 12 honorable mention, 13 points per game, 21 big points in this critical quarterfinal matchup.
She just makes things happen, and you need one of those players on your team that can create, a playmaker, and knows where the ball needs to go, whether that's your own shot or you're creating for something else. And we said it earlier, Dee Woo comes off of the bench for Colorado and just absolutely can take over a game.
Abraham now 1 of 3 from the free throw line, a 50% free throw shooter. She makes the second. She's got 10 points. And she will check out as Kirsten Johnson checks in. And Baylor picking up full court with 1:56 remaining. Down 9.
Baylor's trying to get up. They're trapping now.
Passing out of the double team. Dutah back to Walker. Trying to milk as much time off the clock as they can. And then Bella Fauntleroy with the foul with 10 on the shot clock.
So you saw Baylor, they were chasing the ball, trying to trap at all times, and Colorado, yeah, that's where Fauntleroy got her right on the face.
And so again, the shot clock was down, but with the foul, it resets it to 20 seconds as Fauntleroy takes a seat with the 3 fouls. Baylor has a foul to give, needs to be aggressive.
So yes, if they wait again, it's going to go back to 20.
Wooten slips through a couple of defenders. Offensive rebound blocked by Nelms. Here come the Baylor Bears. Got to go quickly. Talia Scott weaving between defenders. Van Geitenbeek puts it on the floor. Blocked out of bounds by Logan Greer. Nothing easy for Baylor tonight.
Huge block by Greer. Look at Van Geitenbeek, but Greer, I mean, with that length of her arms, you can't get by her.
Nikki Collin called a timeout. As now, take a look at tonight's players of the game, brought to you by Phillips 66.
Well, we have players of the game because it's Dee Woo getting things done. Just absolutely making things happen with the basketball in her hand. She has 21 points, 3 assists. She had that nice behind the back play. And we had to say players because it's also Zy Walker who really got downhill. She hit nice mid-range jumpers. And you got Wooten and Walker both with the W, and they're really trying to get a dub here tonight, Brenda.
Sounds like a law firm.
A lot of dubs.
Wooten and Walker going for the W.
Going for the W.
21 points for Wooten. She's had 56 points in her last 3 games. Walker with 17 points and has had the ball in her hands a lot today against the Baylor pressure.
And this play earlier with Baylor, I would say, Talia Scott, if you have the basketball, you gotta go.
Dutop with the length, steals it, pulls up. They have numbers, but they're going to try to milk as much clock as possible. And Wooten is fouled. That's the 4th team foul for Baylor. So still 1 more until Colorado goes to the free throw line. And under a minute to play. The Colorado faithful in attendance.
The previous play is under review for a clock malfunction.
So again, they're going to take a look and see if there is a clock malfunction, as everybody is standing at the free throw line. So everybody was at the free throw line. They are now sending them over to the benches as the officials take a look at it.
And this right now is an extra timeout.
Clock is reset to 1 minute even.
And so it almost was like a quick 30-second timeout for both teams to draw up what they want to do, because it's Colorado's basketball and Baylor has to foul 1 more time before they can get to the free throw line. So Baylor's got to try to get a steal immediately or foul immediately. Watch for Walker and Wooten coming off of screens trying to get the basketball.
Wooten passes it quickly out of the double team. A little keep away for Colorado.
Hot potato.
Baylor has to have some urgency, as Colorado did a great job milking 10 seconds off the clock.
What a smart play that was by Wooten. Just to get the ball out of her hands, she shimmied on that baseline and then passed it all the way back to the top of the key. And again, that took off at least 10 seconds.
Little Paige Buggs picked up her third foul, and it sends Zayana Walker to the line. 4 of 6 from the free throw line today, a 68% free throw shooter on the season. That one is true. And she misses the second. Baylor calls a timeout to advance it to the front court. Baylor down 10, 50.3 remaining. There's still time, but what do they need to do out of this timeout?
For Baylor, the last play they were on offense, Talia Scott actually passed the ball after dribbling. It has got to be go time. She's already put up, let me check this, 21 shots. So there's no time to be shy. Now you are the second leading scorer in the Big 12. You take the most field goals you have got to create, and it's got to be within the first 6 seconds. So it's a couple dribbles, make a move, and get that shot. She practices that over and over again. If not, then the ball has to go into Dariana Little Paige Buggs, but it's got to be quick. Time is against them right now.
Baylor with only 1 timeout remaining, though, after this one. Colorado has 3, possession arrow in favor of Baylor. Earlier today, Kansas State upset Oklahoma State to be the lowest seed to advance to a semifinal. They'll play TCU tomorrow. The winner of this game will play West Virginia. Little Paige Buggs gives it up to Nelms, who throws it over the basket. Double teamed, suffocated, and fouled ultimately, as Little Paige Buggs will go to the line. And that's Masagayo's 5th foul, and so J.R. Payne is going to call the team over. They're going to use a little time, as they have time,
to stay after it, even through those misses and blocks. But next up, if she makes these, then you got to start thinking about Baylor's full court press.
9 points for Little Paige Buggs tonight to go along with 9 rebounds. And the 59% free throw shooter misses the first.
Yep, and Colorado has a couple of timeouts left, so they can advance the ball up the court and not have to deal with the Baylor pressure.
She makes the second. Timeout is called, and yes, that's exactly what J.R. Payne says. We are advancing it to the front court. Take away any possibility of throwing it away in the backcourt and giving easy shots to Baylor.
Yes. As fast as Scott and Buggs can put up the shots, and you're looking here at the bracketology and bubble teams.
So Colorado currently in the last 4 in. So with a win today, that solidly secures them a place, you would think, in the NCAA tournament. The other Big 12 teams, you see Arizona State on the wrong side of the bubble according to Charlie Cream's bracketology, but there's a lot of case that could be made for them to be in, and there's still conference tournaments to be finished up. As we take a look at the score, Colorado really has led throughout. They used a 17-4 run in the first quarter to really take command of this game. Baylor has just never been able to get back any closer than 7 points here in the second half. But then a travel by Betson. She caught it and took a couple of steps, so a break for Baylor. And Nikki Collin only has 1 timeout remaining. She's not going to call it here. Brow back into the game for Baylor. Fauntleroy follows. Fires the 3, short. And again, Colorado going to try to play keep away, as it's been a tough day shooting for the Baylor Bears, held to just 3 of 20 from three-point range. A team that shoots 33% typically makes almost 8 three-pointers per game. And sometimes when you're the team that waits for 3 days to play your first game, they just had a hard time matching the energy of Colorado today.
Yep, we'll go all the way back to the open before we started this game. That is what we talked about. What was it going to take? And it was about starting out quick because Colorado had the momentum and the energy, and they're so tough defensively, and Baylor could just never get over that hump with the tough field goal percentage. Only 19 for 61 on the game, which is 31%.
So the last timeout called by Baylor so they can advance. 19.4 seconds remaining. But as we look at the bracketology overall, so right now a trip to the semifinal on the line. Baylor out of timeouts will try to cut into this lead and see if they can perform some kind of a miracle here at the end of this game. It's been tough for them to score throughout. Fauntleroy from the top of the key, no, and Colorado gets the rebound. Dribbles away. And Colorado will advance to the semifinals to play West Virginia. It's the first time Colorado will be to the Big 12 semifinal since the previous time they were in the conference back in 2003.
Well, impressive performance.